What's going on, guys? This is Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ with the podcast Fantasy Trash Talkers with my co-host Orlandito. Flexing on this. Well, we had the league meeting yesterday, which was complete chaos, but it was fun. Mind blown with some of the shit we saw. We seen a drunk driver. We seen a guy taking a shit. Eating tacos and whatnot, but it was very
a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, whatever. Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I washed my hands. Did you go back and look at the footage?
Yeah, I did. I heard it. But yeah, yesterday's we got over like some stuff that needed to be addressed going into this next year. I know a lot of people were talking about Keepers League. Like, I was on the fence about that. Like, how are you feeling about that?
I was on the fence. I voted no because I'm already in one, and I don't want to be in two keeper leagues because I think I'm only going to do two this year. I think I was in 3 last year.
Yeah.
But I just got too much going on, so.
I feel like the limit for me is 2 also because I did 3 that one year, and I was just like, I really don't care about this third one. Like,
yeah, that's how I feel. Like, that third one always gets the least amount of attention.
And it's always in like 3 different fucking formats, like league formats. Like, I did Yahoo, ESPN, and NFL that year. Like, it was just like complete chaos. So it wasn't even worth it. Yeah, so I'm probably just going to break it down to 2 as well for now on. But, you know, my league is very exciting. So hopefully we can keep the same 12, you know, even without doing keepers. That was my only problem, though. Like, with keepers, you have to have consistent 12 members. So it's like, I don't know if I got that. I feel like this squad I got is pretty solid. You know, only 2 of them are out of state, and they're willing to fly out for it. So, you know, I ain't going to hate them for that, you know, but how long is that going to last? You know, say we did do a keepers, it's like, come on, bro. I'm not about to deal with this.
Yeah, it's tough.
But, yeah, but, you know, it is what it is. So no keepers. I think we voted against tight end premium also. I was very excited bringing that one up, but that got shot down ASAP.
I think I voted yes for that one.
Yeah, I think you did. But everybody else was like, hell no. Because, again, Kittle would have went 101 or like Kelsey.
As the receiver.
Yeah, but like that, man, I really wanted that for the simple fact it would have spiced some shit up because you would have had guys like the sleeper tight ends actually become fantasy relevant. You know what I mean? Putting up points. So it gave them a chance to eat as well. So Darren Waller going in like the later rounds, I don't want to say to give away, you know, his ADP, but you know, it's like I would have got him for nothing and he would have been fucking killing you guys week to week. Like, that's what I needed. But the chaos that started, too, we had Ranter going at everybody, bro. Like, he was talking the most trash, especially from the first episode when we exposed his ass saying winners win. But, like, he seemed like he got sauce with everybody, bro.
Yeah, Ransford definitely comes hard at everyone. You know, he's got to come back for whoever tries to challenge him.
Even his charts are failing him though, but he's still running that mouth.
That's what I tell him, man. He's got to change that up. Maybe find a new source, or you know, just give up on the charts. Maybe he's got to pitch up his research.
Like I said, he can't say nothing else to me until he makes playoffs and makes a run. Like, he needs to come in hot this year. Like, this is his prove it all year. Like, he needs to, you know, get it together. Tyrod will not be on his roster. It better not be on his roster. That's all. If Tyrod reaches his roster, that's his curse. That's what breaks him. He dealt with injury with Tyrod when he drafted in the 1 year, and he had Cam Newton. Both went down with injury. Draft Tyrod for fun last year. Fucked them completely over. Didn't go to playoffs. Crazy. Let's give him a chance to respond. Let's see what he got to say.
We'll bring him in.
You.
Nah. I hear y'all up here trying to trash the kid. Nah, that's what we're not gonna do. First off, I know you used my charts. Like, so we're in the draft and you asked me to use these same. Nah, don't do it. Don't make me expose you out here. You use the same charts I used.
Nah, if it ain't on video, It ain't happening.
So that's what we're doing. So we're just gonna
Nah,
lie here.
the only thing I give you credit for is trying to give me that the thing what is that? What the frick's it called? No, like the format thing that I can write in
The
my
Excel
players.
spreadsheet. The
Yeah,
Excel spreadsheet with the charts.
so I can
With the
type in
charts.
so I can type in and
So
cross
you say
off
I gave you the
players,
charts
not
then.
so I can fucking.
So I gave you the charts then.
Nah, you get.
So I gave you the charts then.
Nah.
All right, say less then. Say
You ain't
less.
giving me the charts. I don't need the charts, buddy.
Hey, so here's the thing, bro. Tyrod, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yo, I hope
Telling
he
you,
gets this one day.
I'm picking him up. I'm picking him up. Last pick of the draft every
Nah,
year. Got
Please
to.
don't. Please don't do that.
Bro,
Got to.
he going undrafted, bro. So you can
Dedicated.
go ahead. You can go ahead. So you just
Dedicated.
gonna pick up a trash defensive kicker to pick up Tyrod, huh?
Yep.
The confidence.
Bro, these are the guys that I like having in our league.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That just means it's easier for me. It's just easier for me.
Wow.
Like,
Nah. See. The reason is like you and guys like him. Y'all just scheme all season. Back alley deals.
that's
What?
false. That's
Yeah.
You're a deal master. That is your character.
You forgot Sonic?
Sonic
You forgot
did-
Sonic? When Sonic unloaded his first and second round pick to both of you guys mid season, and then you shut down his team.
No, I didn't, bro. I
The
suspended
year
him.
you won?
Look,
Was that not fraudulent?
I'm not gonna speak on that
That
man's
was a
situation.
fraudulent. That was a fraudulent belt situation.
Yo, I was surprised. I was just like, yo, why he do this?
I was surprised too. How you approved the trade?
Bro, I
See,
approved it.
that's
It was
what
fair.
America doesn't know. That we're in a league with slime balls. Nobody can be trusted.
Cutthroat season, baby. You know the vibes.
Hey, this is what we need to do. We need to get somebody to bid to be our commissioner because you can't be trusted.
Why not?
Get somebody out. Can we outsource our trades? Can we outsource who's approving these trades?
that. And nobody.
Can we get?
Okay, look, I told you we'll propose that we have a vote on somebody that's an outside source that is neutral that we all know and can trust. But it's kind of hard to find that. It's kind of hard to find that, to be honest.
That's valid. That's valid.
I think what we came up with for the trades and how to go about voting for them, I think that system, I think it's going to work definitely the best out of the past 2 years, because the past 2 years was just trash.
Yeah, past 2 years it's been biased. And like for the people that don't know that didn't watch a league meeting, so it's basically going to be set to where if you play that person next week, and this goes for, let's say if you and Rancher have a trade, Orlando, and I play Orlando next week, I can't vote on that trade at all because it'll be biased because I play him next week. I obviously don't want him to get the players. So say if Dan plays Rancher next week, he can't vote into that either. So there's 4 people that can't have any say within that one vote. And I think that's a fair system.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Guys in our league hold grudges. I'm gonna let you know this. If somebody does my trade dirty, you're not getting a trade out of me all year. Straight
So
that.
Who you want smoke with this year? That's who I want to know. Who you want smoke with? You can't say everybody because you seem to bring extra energy for certain niggas.
Bro, first of all, I got the same energy for everybody. Everybody gets smoked equally. But here's the thing, though.
It's not a lot of smoke. It's not a lot of smoke, guys. It's not that much.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Last year I would have had it. I would have made a run, but everybody on my team got injured.
Well, that's
in a matter of 2 weeks.
That's fantasy.
You can't make trades if everybody injured.
I mean, you gotta make some waiver wire moves. You gotta find your waiver wire heroes. You gotta put that cape on.
Nah, B. Nah, that waiver wire is dead sauce.
What you mean? Like you got a limit of 25 in our league.
Nah.
25
nah,
moves. You can't make
the way we use the waiver wire. By the time it's mid-season, end of season, there's nothing left, and you know that. Why you frauding?
And
Don't
I know
for the people. Don't fraud for the people.
We have a hoarder on the show called Orlando. He hoards a lot of players.
Yep. Prime candidate. Bench full of 7 running backs.
Hey, I like my running back. I like the running back.
That 1 year, he was scummy as hell. He had Lindsey. He had TJ Yeldon.
Last year? No, not last year. That was
the year before that. 1 year. He had TJ Yeldon, Philip Lindsey, and like 3 other running backs that we're not going to even see his roster. Matt Breida was one of them. It's bro, you're not even going to see your starting lineup.
Listen, I picked them up for trade bait. I'm willing to trade them, but nobody wants them because they're trash. but everyone wants them after the season and complain that I
Oh
hoarded them.
man.
Nobody
Oh
wanted them
man.
bad
Here we
enough to
go.
trade with me though.
Here we go.
So
First
they
of all,
stay
let's
on my
talk about
bench.
your trades.
Let's just
Let's
stay
talk
on my
about your
bench.
trades. They come. Let me get
On a
your first,
championship team.
your second, and your third round pick, and I'm gonna give you this bench player. That's
Some
how it
guy
goes.
called
That's how it goes with
Hey,
you.
when you're good at drafting and you
Oh
have
man.
depth, that's what
Oh
happens.
man. That's what you got. You got depth on
That's
your
what
team.
when you have depth, you can make big
You
boy
won 1
moves
year,
like
and now
that.
you got depth, huh?
You can make big boy
You
moves
won
when you
1
got
year,
depth.
and now you got depth, huh? You
I've been
and
in
him.
I've been in the
See,
championship game the first 2 years, and I made playoffs last year.
and
I
you
made
cheated two out of them 2 years. So like, what's
So
that tell us?
coming from a guy who made
What's
playoffs
that tell us?
only once.
Yo, what you gonna do about your playoff status, bro? You got one
You have no
playoff.
weight. You got no weight, bro.
You got one playoff appearance at a 5th seed.
Bart?
What you mean, Bart?
Nah. First of all, don't come at my teams like that. Don't disrespect me out here. You're not going. I didn't come on this podcast to be disrespected.
Nah, we
Let's
trying to
put
get
that in the air. Let's throw that out there before I have to drive to your crib and handle some stuff. I know where you live, so don't disrespect me over here.
Listen.
Secondly,
You got to make some playoff appearances. You got to make some wins.
oh
What are you
man,
gonna change? What are you
oh
changing in
man.
your strategy this year for the 2020 season? What is going to be different for you addressing your issues that you have in the playoffs?
First of all, you can't address injuries. You can't
Nah,
address that. That's
that's just bad
unaddressable.
luck. That's just bad
That's
luck.
bad luck.
That's
I'll give you that.
unaddressable.
But what you do
Now,
after that
look at my
does
team.
matter.
If you take a look at my team last year, barring injury, I had the best squad in the league. Barring
I'm gonna
injury,
pull it
had
up.
the best squad in the league. But injury does me dirty every single league, every single year. So like, hey, if I get a clean season, no crazy injuries, I guarantee I'm on top. Straight like that.
This is when you insert the Nick Young.
Oh wow. Wow.
Listen, I'm telling you, I like that you're confident. I fuck with it 'cause
Wow.
I'm confident too. But you have to understand the way you draft does account for the injuries as well. You can't be drafting injury-prone players, knowing that they're going to get hurt, which is facts.
So they're gonna get hurt.
If they're injury-prone, yes. If they have an injury history, you have to be cautious in your investment in that player in that certain round.
You can't take them too high. You can take them if you get a good price on them, but
it's either you wait for them, you take them later, or you let it be somebody else's headache.
Yeah,
and
let them
situations, you end up being the guy that has the headaches because you have injury-prone players on your team.
So you won 1 year, now you're the expert.
Wow.
So you won 1 year, now you're the expert, huh?
Bro.
This guy wins 1 year. You create a whole podcast.
Whole empire.
You create a whole thing. You won one funky behind season that you clawed and dragged and cheated to get.
I won in this league. Yes, you're right.
See, here's the thing. Y'all don't want me to win.
Why not?
Y'all don't want me to win because if I
we
win,
don't
I'm
have to
gonna
worry
shut it
about
down.
that. We don't have to worry
I'm gonna
about
shut it down.
What type of champion are you? Are you humble?
You gonna find out.
Hell
You gonna learn today.
You're not humble.
You gonna learn today. Y'all don't want that.
Listen, I was humble at first, but niggas started talking shit. So I had to unleash the beast.
No, in fantasy, the fantasy champion, you can't be humble. You gotta enjoy it while you have it, bro, because it's hard to win, bro.
It is.
It's hard. That's a hard thing to do.
I'll say the only reason why I won that year because I had CMC and Gurley when they were both going off. There was no way that I was going to lose against that. So there's that.
Now, real talk though. Last year it was just a weird situation because we had so many players in the first round that were just in odd situations. Like you had Zeke holding out.
Yeah.
You had Le'Veon switching to a new team. Like it was just a lot going on. Nah, I ended up taking David Johnson.
Yeah, that was a bad pick.
Oof.
Oh my God, this guy.
Oof.
This guy.
I will say
an injury, dude. That's what we just talked about.
David Johnson was for sure like set up for success with that Kingsbury offense, but shit was a
look at him now. He's not even on the team.
Yeah,
they booted his ass.
Straight booted his ass. He just
wasn't his ass out.
Bro, you can't do anything when you're a veteran running back and you spent half the year injured. Like the best best ability is availability, and if you're not available, like they can't use you.
Useless. I mean,
Exactly.
what you got to say for my boy Zoe? Because you know he coming on the pod next week, so he gonna be talking spicy. So what you got to say?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. Zoe's gonna talk about how he told me to draft Russell Wilson over Tyrod in the 5th round. Who's drafted Tyrod in the 5th round? That doesn't make any sense. I was gonna draft Russell, and then I'm like, yo, Zoe, like I'm gonna pick up Tyrod at the end of the draft. He's like, oh nah, man, you need to pick up Russell now, like, or I'm gonna draft him. I'm like, Zoe, I'm not gonna let you gas my head
Yeah,
and
right.
try to finagle me into a bad pick. Like,
There was a
nah,
lot of that going on last year in the draft picks.
nah,
How many tight ends did we see go in the second round? 4?
bruh. Three, actually.
No, I think it was 3.
Three.
Was it?
Yeah,
It was
one after another.
Kelsey. No, it was 4, bro. It was Kittle, Kelsey, Ertz, and Hunter Henry.
Desmond. Yep.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah, I think you're right.
that was a panic.
That was.
Bruh.
But the Hunter Henry, I mean, he did get hurt, but that
In the
was.
second round?
I'm saying Evan Ingram
That's
out
what I'm
for a
saying.
breakout year this year, though.
It could have worked out even better or way better.
That was crazy. That was a straight panic button. Everybody, Kyle, freaking champion or whatever. I don't want to keep saying it. But Kyle, and then I think it was Ralph that drafted a tight end too.
See, I'd have been deep in the playoffs if Kyle didn't beat me by 2 points.
Kyle
First
got
round of playoffs.
He
Beat me
got
by
lucky
2
every
points. Got
single
lucky.
week.
And you know who beat me? Aaron Rodgers. Traded him to Kyle mid-season, ended up coming back and beating me by 2 points. Ultimate demise.
The irony.
Yo, I was in my living room sick.
That's crazy. He's probably the most luckiest champions, being that he's a freshman in the league, being fresh, wet behind the ears, and end up getting lucky and winning. So that won't be happening again. He will not be a back-to-back champion. I will not allow it.
Nah, I won't allow it.
Bro.
I don't think your words hold no weight.
You didn't tell me anything
my
differently
God.
you're going to do for the draft. That's what I'm trying to get out of you. What are you
my God. Yo, man, here's the thing. I don't need to do anything differently. Winners win. That's what we do.
There we go.
That's what we do. So,
2040 coming right back here, 1740 mark.
Yo, that's what we do. Winners win. Like, you're going to come back and be holding the belt next year. Like,
if you do that, bro, then I don't know. Well, first of all, let's touch on who do we think was going to come in last this year?
We know who's coming in last. Nate or Desmond. Easy.
Nah.
Easy. That's a no-brainer.
Yo, believe it or not, Nate has made playoff appearances when he was in my league. He made 2. So it's not like you can.
Nate didn't draft. What did he draft? Ertz first round?
That was like I think it was second round. He panicked because Gronk went off the board.
And then Desmond drafted every single Chargers player.
I mean,
every single relevant Charger player.
They still make playoffs.
Ah, man.
I'm gonna give you my 2 candidates. I'm gonna go with Ralph as one.
That's valid.
That's valid. And then this will be bold. I'm gonna go with Lee. We have to remember his questionable Amari Cooper in the first round.
Yes, yeah.
That was questionable. His draft is a little questionable. He's a holder.
Okay. Yeah,
actually, I'm glad he's back in it too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We need
draft.
Yeah. His draft was questionable. He tried to justify that shit really good. I was like, nah.
It sounds good.
It sounds good.
It sounds really good. So the points is looking sus.
Questionable is in question. So I got that as a bold statement that Lee will come in last, and then my other candidate would be Ralph, being that he took 4 Patriots players. And he likes to. He every year he's been taking kickers in like the 8th round or 7th round.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I would have to say. I would probably have to say Nate or Ralph too. Nate is just too goofy, dumb. He just don't know shit.
Dumb luck. That's what it is.
And then Ralph, I feel doesn't put in the work before pre-draft to have a good draft.
Yeah.
He waits draft day to start researching.
Yeah, so I think those are my two. Those would be my two
That's
candidates.
valid.
Nate makes 0 trades the entire season. He makes like 1 or 2 waiver wire pickups right before playoffs. And it's like, how does he do this? How? For
Bro.
like literally a month, I was trying to get him to give me Alvin Kamara. For like 2 months almost, like, yo, you have nothing else at your wide receivers. Let me give him, and I give you this and this and that. He was just sitting on it. Had to go to his man's house, have one-on-one conversations. Like, bro,
But
come on.
see here, what you don't know is I was trying to finesse a deal on the back end, and you was holding up my deal. So that's why I can't eat. That's why I can't eat because you clouded my man's head.
I
I
think
mean,
that's I think
whatever.
that may be one of like the worst things about fantasy, like trading wise, is like trying to set up like 2 or 3 different deals before they're done, and then
Yeah.
the one that you really need to like get the ball rolling, like
Fall
never
through.
happens. Yeah, and he backs
Fall
out or
through.
something, and then no one gets anybody. Like this shit's like
Yep.
that shit's
Yeah.
He held
super
on to him
fucking
all
aggravating.
season.
Now, real talk though, this season, I think I'm gonna just try to stay more active.
There you go.
Like last season, like I feel like that really killed me though. Like I ended up hitting a bunch of injuries midway through the season. I
It's
think
tough.
that's important. Like you just gotta stay active. Like thinking like, all right, this guy's got a hamstring injury. All right, I'm gonna offload him real quick while he still has some value versus like waiting until the dude's completely out.
You know what you should have done last year with those injuries? You should have just fucking just sold, like jumped overboard, abandoned ship, traded
Bruh.
players, and try to get some like draft capital for like this coming year. You could have like
You're
those
right.
draft picks. Why not? If you know your team is like not gonna go all the way, or you don't have confidence, I would fucking start
So
selling
how
my
about the
players.
next guy?
Nah, see what I was thinking is it's either going to boom or bust. Captain sink with their ship, so it was going left. So I was like, "Word, I'm gonna make sure it go all the way left."
My man going down with the Titanic. I feel that.
Had to. I was like, I mean, it was either I was going to offload people and do somebody in the league dirty, which you know I got some vendettas out there, but I figured I was going to play it safe and see what's going to happen.
So any Eagles players meeting your roster this year?
Bruh, I think legitimately this year, I don't think an Eagles player is going to touch my team. Maybe
Damn.
D-Jack. Maybe
Ooh,
D-Jack.
D-Jack. Why maybe D-Jack? He's trash.
Bruh, maybe D-Jack. Because Carson got that arm, man. All them
Bro,
balls Aguilar couldn't run to get.
we just talked about injury prone players and you talking about
Bruh,
Deshaun Jackson.
bruh.
You ain't learned
All
nothing.
those catches
Learned
Aguilar
You're
couldn't
not
run around.
listening.
Nah, D-Jack
not
gonna get it.
learned.
Trust me. This
Fall
is his
right
year.
back into it. That's
This
what
is his
happened.
year.
Jack for what?
What's
He gonna
up?
sit on your bench, and then when it's time for him to step up to be serviceable, he gonna be hurt. So you got 2 players hurt now. You got double bullets in the foot. Why?
Don't let D-Jack touch your team, bruh.
He
Don't
I'm
let him
gonna
gonna
touch your
draft
team
him.
this
I'll
year.
draft him and I'm not gonna start him once and I'll just keep him on my bench.
look.
Just
It's
to
what
piss you off,
you
man.
and Kyle. That's 4 Eagles fans, right? I'll draft D-Jack, and I guarantee one of the 4 of y'all will get him.
Bruh.
Talking
Yeah.
about
I'm only getting him if I could pick him up for the super low.
yeah, because that's
We'll
all he's
see.
worth is super
Deep
low.
in the draft. He's gonna be a sleeper.
No, he not, bro.
He's gonna be a
He's
sleeper.
like 32 years old. Hurt.
What do you mean? He's 32 and still run a 4.3?
He's
Hell
soft.
no, he's not running a
Let
4.3
him.
right
You
now.
think he gonna stretch out for that ball, and he
You
land
don't
on his right hand shoulder and break his collarbone? It's over.
you don't need to do that when you fast enough.
Wow.
Why
Bro, he's
stretch when
not
you
that
fast enough?
fast. He's not that fast anymore, bro.
This ain't airing that
There's
ball
like
out like that.
25-year-olds right now covering him that are like
Oh
way
my
faster than
god.
him. All right, anyway,
Oh my god.
talking about Eagles players. The news of Carlos Hyde getting interest from the Eagles.
Bro, don't bring that up. That joint
What
really
do you
aggravated me.
coming from an Eagle? I want to hear from an Eagles fan first, so I'm not being biased. What do
Mhm.
you think that does for Miles Sanders' fantasy relevance and that offense as a whole?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna take it all the way back. Um, Eagles haven't had solid running backs since Westbrook and McCoy. And for years, Eagles fans have been saying, like, yo, we need a power back. Now, look at the 1 year we had a power back, LeGarrette Blount, and we won the ship.
That was not because of LeGarrette Blount.
Bro, look, go back and watch the film. We've been caught in third and second, third
That was
and
because
one.
of Nick
When
Foles.
you convert fourth downs and third downs, you win games.
I'll give you that. I'll give
I'm
you
not
that.
saying he didn't contribute. He's a
Bruh,
beast.
major contributor, slept on contributor. When you convert third and one, fourth and one, all those short down yardages, you win games, and that was the difference maker. Every single winning team has a back that can convert those
Yeah.
short downs
The
for them.
Philly special was the difference maker.
Nah, I mean, lucky play, lucky play. We got it off. But
Austin Scott can be that role, but y'all bringing in Carlos Hyde is crazy to me.
right,
Like,
I mean,
it's like
it's
why?
it's Russian roulette back there in the backfield. And honestly, stay away from any Eagles running backs. I mean,
Facts.
they might have production on the field, but you don't know who's going to pop each week.
Yeah,
I was
like
high on Miles Sanders before this, but like if this is a thing, that's just telling me like even if it's not Carlos Hyde, like they're already looking to take away touches from Miles. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
and I don't really understand why. Like, I think he could be a workhorse. He's a beast. He's young. He's got low miles. He didn't have to work that hard in college. He sat behind Saquon Barkley, and then
Yeah,
he
so
played when he left. So he hasn't taken a beating. Why not see what the kid's got? Put him out there. Let him. You can't get hot in a game if you're constantly coming in and out. Let him
no.
find his groove and just take over that spot. I think he could be the workhorse, but
yeah,
I'm
but I
not
mean,
an
there's
NFL
there's
GM.
coaches there's coaches that love playing with packages. You got to realize with a defense, you throw a new back out there, brings a whole different dynamic. Like some defense, you got to rearrange everything, bring in a whole new package to cover a certain back that
That
could
is
go out the backfield and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're thinking about straight drafting, um, for fantasy, no, you can't mess with any Eagles backs. Like you don't know what type of package you're going to put together that week and what type of touches each back is going to get. It's too risky.
just like the
Yeah.
Patriots, like with their running backs. But my problem is though, it's like Carlos Hyde's coming in to play. He's not coming in just to be depth or a body.
Yeah,
Like
that's the
he's
Yeah,
coming
thing.
in
Yeah,
to play. He's still a very good running back. So this hurts Miles Sanders like a lot. Like him getting like 10 touches, 10 to 15 touches a game, that's cool and all, but like Carlos Hyde's gonna come in, he's still gonna get 1,000 yards. He's still gonna get, the goal line touches. He's still like a very good back. Like he had 245 attempts last year with Houston. And once upon
yeah,
a time, I thought Duke Johnson was going to be, this rising star, this PPR monster, because we seen what he could do in Cleveland, and then boom, just like that, Carlos Hyde comes in and just destroys all that hype. So I
and
feel like
Carlos Hyde last year was actually like he was high on there in the rushing totals. The only thing that hurt
yeah,
him fantasy wise, and he didn't get a lot of like acknowledgement because of it, was he didn't have
yeah,
many
in
to no touchdowns.
standard leagues, he finished 23rd. Now in PPR, he finished like 32 because he's not going to be catching balls out of the backfield. So with him finishing 23rd in like standard, that's because that kept him relevant with the yards per carry. He averaged like 4.3 yards per carry, and then him having the 6 touchdowns, that was just like, holy shit, how did he do this? Why did he do this, honestly? Because he was just coming in to be like, a slouch, to be a depth running back, but he came in to play because he's still a very good running back. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, he's 32 or whatever like that, but I fear for Miles Sanders for the simple fact, like, his value right now is in the third round. I can't invest in the third round for a running back that's
yeah.
RB15 year prior.
no.
You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't.
Honestly, I just say like if you got an Eagles running back and you pick him up low, you just got to wait on him. Wait on him until like week 4, week 5. That's normally around where Eagles running backs kind of shake out what their role is going to be in the offense,
Yeah.
and just hope you got the right pick.
I'll put Sanders as my flex all day,
Mm,
every day. He's a start and forget for me in a flex position. But if I'm going to be taking him with that draft capital, that investment in the third round, he's looking at my RB2, possibly RB1 in that situation. If I go wide receiver, Miles Sanders is sitting there. Am I going to take him as my RB1?
Wait, hold
No.
on. You're taking Miles Sanders in the third?
That's his ADP right now. That's where he's going
Mm,
in mock drafts. Third round.
keep that same energy. I hope you do.
I think that'll change. Though. That'll change. You got a
I
long
hope
time
you
till
do.
draft.
Listen, I'm not taking Miles Sanders in the third round. I'm just telling you what this mainstream like fantasy analyst community, like what they preach, like what they copy and paste. Me, I don't feel like he's a third round back for the simple fact he finished RB15. We saw his ceiling, and we're possibly going to see that again with Carlos Hyde coming in. So it's like I don't understand where this third round or even like the early fourth round, where does this come from? Like I don't understand how they calculate that.
So I think where it's coming from is the receiver support, man. Like you gotta think like
receptions. That's good for PPR value, but again,
you know what I'm saying? Receiver support with the Eagles kind of restacking there. You got a brand new receiving core that's going to open up the backfield a little bit. If they're really thinking about using Carlos Hyde as a number 2, then you got Miles Sanders. He might run crazy out there.
Maybe. That'll be something to see. I just hope they use him correctly because again, he has the ability to do what Saquon is doing, like to have that full workload. Like and he was doing Saquon like shit. So it's like, why not give the kid an opportunity?
I mean, it definitely would be nice to see him really get the rock. But I mean, hey, no running back on the Eagles has really touched the rock like that since McCoy.
Bro, y'all had like 5 running backs at one time. Y'all had Eric Blunt, Jay Ajayi, Corey Clement. You had what was dude name? Josh Scott.
Y'all had, they all got touches. They all got touches too.
Who was eating this week?
Bro,
like it makes no sense.
They all ate though. They all ate. Three.
And y'all had
3 out of the 5 backs.
Just named off top.
Bro, 3 out of the 5 backs will have touchdowns at the end of the week.
Nah, bro, that's annoying. That's violating, bro. That's a lot of fantasy violating right there, bro. Because every week you got somebody picking up an Eagles running back. It's like for what?
You know, Russian roulette. Russian roulette with the Eagles backs.
Nah, bro. I was hot when they brought in Jay Ajayi. Like for what? Y'all got like 5 people already there, bro. Like it makes no sense, bro.
The funny thing about it is I picked him up that year too. Yeah, he ate for me. He ate for me.
Games? And then he was out for the season?
Oh, don't disrespect now. Don't disrespect. Remember, I do know where you live. Don't disrespect.
Pull up, nigga. I'm coughing on niggas. Nah, I'm clean. I'm free. I'm approved. I got my doctor's note here and all that. I'm back at work, baby.
Oh, word. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, so what's up? So what's up? This fantasy season. I mean, when we figuring out this draft order, I mean, I need to start planning. I say we do the draft order before the draft.
Nah, B. Day up. No prepping over here. I gave choice and opportunity for the champion to pick, at the league meeting. I'm going to keep putting that to the table every year.
First of all, we're going to stop referring to him as the champion. That's what we're going to stop doing.
Whoever
we'll call him by his name.
I gave Kyle in the league mates option if the champion, whoever is the current champion, can pick, their draft order or their draft position, yesterday, but everybody voted against it.
Okay. I voted for it.
He voted for it. He voted against it.
I voted against it. You're right. I voted against it. I'm Friday.
If I know today that I'm in the 7th spot, I could do mock drafts from now until then, for every other scenario to figure out how it's going to play out to me.
But here's the thing, though. Guys in our league do nonsense every single draft. You don't know what's going to happen.
Do nonsense. You're one of them. Desmond is definitely one.
Okay.
Ralph.
Second will definitely be Nate. Third will be Nate. So it's you, Desmond.
I'm letting you know right now, this year when it comes draft time, I'm mixing it up. I'm about to get real dicey and real risky.
Shake shit up.
Exactly what you said last year.
Just know week 1, 2, like you're gonna see me shake stuff up, and it's gonna be real grimy.
Deal master.
It's gonna be real grimy. I'm letting you know.
This nigga got the charts, deals. He got it all, people. If you need it, he got it.
Yo, man, real talk though. You got to just do your research on these boys. Like that. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm doing too much research. I just know too much.
Nah.
That could be my downfall. I know too much.
You fall into your old habits, drafting Deshaun Jackson.
Nah, man. See, here's the thing. D-Jack, if I could get him for the low, late round, maybe pick him up like right after the draft on waiver, because I'm in the room. I hear everything. So I know the way the tides are going. Y'all don't realize, like, I'm deep in your head already. I'm deep in your head. The mind games have already started. The mind game started last year. You don't even know I'm in your head. I already penetrated.
Jesus, pause. Oh my god.
Hey, it's 2020. We can't say pause anymore.
Nah, we say I can't
So
wait to get Zoe here next week to see what he got to say. I know he gonna have some smoke for
So
you
here's the
guys.
thing, though. Low key, Zoe talks a lot of trash. Low
He
key
talking
talks a
about
lot of
that.
trash. Low key says he has the best draft, but how come his team flops every year?
Yo, he is mid. He is
Think
selling
about
that's
that.
true too. That's true too.
Think about that. Like he'll be like, "Oh,
mid
my
tier.
draft is this." Like, yeah, like you will see him go up or the bottom. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like steady mediocrity.
He got the
That's
Jeff
true.
Fisher going on 8-8.
For real.
Straight mid, bro. Selling a lot of mid. I'm gonna bring that up next week when we get on here
Bruh,
too. I'm
bruh, for
definitely
real though.
yo,
We
what's
gotta
going on with mid.
on the low, we got a lot of sus dudes, like sus. So like Kyle, low key had a bummy draft. If he didn't get lucky with CMC, like it would have been trash all year. Mind you, I had to trade Kyle a quarterback mid season because that position was completely blank. If I didn't trade him Aaron Rodgers, he'd have been bumped with no points in that category all year.
Ah, you dickhead. Why'd you do that?
Bruh, because I was trying to be shiesty and I thought I was gonna come up. But then everybody got injured right after. So
The fantasy guys don't fuck with you.
bro, it's for that move right there. It was too filthy. It was
That's
too
what I'm
filthy.
saying. There's something where like I read in an article where too much trading can hurt you. Like you just need to sit tight
Bruh.
with the team you drafted for the first couple of weeks, see how they line up, and then you start doing trades. Like remember
Facts.
draft night, Roman. Actually, we're not going to say his name on this podcast, but a guy started trading the night of the draft. Top
Yeah.
caliber players.
Yeah.
Oh
Zeke.
yeah.
That was the year Zeke got traded 3 times.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, the
Putting up
night of
30
the
points a
draft,
week, it got traded 3 times.
bro.
AB too. AB, D
Yeah.
Hop.
AB, D
AB.
Hop, big names trading.
Oh, so that's what happened last year. So in that Kyle trade, I ended up getting AB.
Yep.
Who else? Keenan Allen and
AB.
a
Didn't
third
play.
person. But if AB came back,
Nah, there was no
AB came back, man.
CTE is real, people. Get checked. Mental health
Yeah,
is serious.
for real, for real. But yo, man, like we also got who else is low key a sus drafter on the low? Ralph's drafts aren't too good.
Rouse drafts are
Like
trash.
he
No,
falls
I
they're
off
think we
after
trash.
like
covered.
the 6th round,
Not even a question. They're trash.
7th round. Like he normally falls off. I mean, we already know Dez draft. He drafts what all Chargers players. I honestly don't think he knows anybody besides Chargers players.
No, he
So
don't.
like,
He knows the big names and Chargers.
then we got Nate, who he just gets
He's
lucky,
easily to influence. I know he's not going to watch this. It's 38
bruh.
minutes in. I'm going to persuade him. I'm seriously going to persuade him to draft Kirk Cousins. I'm dead ass. I'm going to persuade him to draft
Bruh,
Kirk in the 4th round. Watch me.
bruh, bruh.
Ooh.
Watch.
I'm gonna also push that.
Listen, all I'm going to say is
Ah, yeah,
Justin.
let's do it. Look at
I'm
the
saying,
collusion right now. Let's all push it. Let's all push it. All
yeah,
three of us.
and then when it happens, I'm gonna bring it back, for next year, and then I'm gonna
Bruh.
put this little segment here and be like, "Hey, Nate."
I think
Yo,
I
the
might just
collusion
drop.
is real.
I might just drop in our chat right now. Be like, yo, low key, Kirk Cousins looking real nice.
Yes,
Fantasy
drop the seed now. Justin
Yo,
Jefferson's gonna eat. Adam Thielen gonna eat. Dalvin Cook, that offense is top 3. Let it eat, bro.
yo, real talk though. You know who has like sneaky good drafts? Dan.
Dan, he
Bruh,
don't know what to do with it.
last year if Le'Veon would have had somewhat decent of the year, his team would have been scary.
He had Le'Veon and Gurley.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
dog.
Like in any other year besides last year, having Le'Veon and Gurley, you would have went to the championship.
Yeah,
Like
true.
things just happened to go left. But come after draft day, I was like, yo, we really let this man draft Le'Veon and Gurley. Like,
That was like the prime example of like high risk, high reward, and
Yeah.
it
yeah,
was too much risk. He
But
took
he
him
did
1
it.
and 2.
Yeah.
And after the injuries with Gurley and Lev Bell coming off of a not playing and going to a new team, a trash team,
Yeah.
added,
Adam Gates there.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
it's like I would have drafted them, but maybe in like the 3rd and 4th.
I wouldn't even. No, this is the thing. I would have took the risk more so on Bell, and then I would have just scrapped Gurley out of my strategy completely because he went risk. It wasn't like he went risk, and then I'll have insurance
If you're
policy.
gonna, yeah, exactly. If you're
But it
gonna
also
go
depends on
risk,
your draft pick because he was drafted. He was what 12th draft pick or
I think he
11th?
was 11. He was right after me because I was 10.
But the thing is, he had Zeke on the board. He had opportunity to get Zeke, and he didn't.
We all
Zeke
had
was holding
opportunity.
out.
I
Still,
should have
we already
drafted him.
knew
I
if
should
Zeke
have
come back, he
drafted him.
was still look. Zeke right now is at the 103 spot. We knew that was going to happen regardless that he was going to eat. So it's like, I don't know if I would have took a Lev Bell or a Gurley over Zeke.
Yo,
Yeah,
let me
there's
tell you
more.
this.
There would have been more reward with Zeke there.
Because
Zeke is going to have the
Bernard, he
biggest
ended
year.
up with freaking Zeke and Joe Mixon, 2 players that outplayed both Bell
Mhm.
and Gurley. So
Yeah.
he had plenty of opportunity.
Yeah, man. Zeke is going to have a big year this year.
I think he so too.
I think he's going to explode.
Monster year.
I think he's not going to do better than CMC. CMC
No,
I think he
is
is.
no, I mean, come on,
I think
dude.
he is.
CMC is like on a level of his own.
I think he
like,
is.
God tier.
No.
I think he is, man.
No way.
Like you got to understand these NFL coaches. They've been sitting on film all season. They're
That's
going to
cute.
say this. They're going to say this. You guys can do whatever you want, but CMC will not beat us.
Listen,
I think
CMC is seeing over 100 targets. Zeke is seeing ceiling of like 80. There's
But that's
nothing
all
you
I'm
can tell
saying.
me.
That's all
Any
he's
film.
going to need. That's all he's going to need.
PPR, I'm taking CMC, bro.
I think if
I'm taking
CMC
Zeke.
was on the Cowboys, like if you just swapped them 2 players, CMC would score 400 fantasy points easy.
Yes, easy.
Bruh.
With that line, easy. And he's
That
doing it.
offensive line,
That
that new
offense
receiving
with Dak
core,
Prescott.
you can't lock in on Zeke anymore. You can't lock in on Zeke anymore in the Cowboys.
No, I think he's gonna have a big year, but I don't think he's gonna score more than
CMC. There's no way.
He's gonna be running back 1 CMC.
Save this.
He's getting
Save this.
ping it.
Barring
What's the
barring like
timestamp?
an injury or if he doesn't play a game or 2, like he'll definitely be running back 1 by the end of the season.
I'll say Zeke finishes at RB3 because I still have my questions, but I think that Saquon will obviously still finish RB2 as well, being that he sees the high amount of targets out of the backfield. Like Zeke max was probably like 70 receptions. We're talking about guys that have almost over 100, or if not 100 catches a year. So I'll take that all day.
Yeah, and Saquon was banged up last year and missed a couple games.
Exactly, he missed like 3 games, so he still ended up finishing
in the beginning of the season though.
Mid-season. I'll say that it was like week 5, 6, 7. It was a weird time.
But I think the Giants are definitely better. Daniel Jones has a year under him. He's got he's learned the offense. They helped a little on the offensive line. They've made it, better than what it was last year and the year previous. So
yeah, this draft they got better. Put it like that. They didn't get stuck here.
Hold on. Son, let me see this group chat we got here because who put us in the group chat that you can't escape?
Oh, Laquan.
Oh my god!
I know. I tried to get out of it today.
Oh my god!
Change your number. Listen,
yo, there's nothing worse than somebody that doesn't have an iPhone in the group. Now
Sam,
you're stuck in the
Nate,
group chat.
and Desmond do not have iPhones, and I purposely did it just so we could just have that chat just for the league meeting only.
Yeah, that never happened.
Going on and on, so it's kind of like it became the season group chat now,
Right.
Which is good. That means all trades, everything will be negotiated in one chat. Because remember last year we didn't have like people that didn't have iPhones in the chat, and we had to side chat them.
So wait, we still got JT. JT is low key a newcomer, and I don't know what last year his draft was kind of good.
Easy bread. He threw me off when he took Carr. I think he took Carr in like the 5th round. So he played Homer. Like when people draft, you see their Homer like coming out of them. Like Orlando even does it. Like he doesn't even know when he does it, but he does it. Like he'll target and zoom in on Denver Broncos players.
False.
So like
so false.
Facts.
That's so false, dude.
Facts.
Who did I have? Who did I have?
Bro, stop.
Who did I have?
You had Deshaun Hamilton on your bench, bro. Stop.
That was a deep. I took him in like the second to last round as a deep fucking sleeper. I mean,
I think my mic's broken because I keep hearing nonsense.
But yeah, people started going with their homers, so that exposes some of their draft strategy, and it's like it can mess them up in the long run. Not saying Carr destroyed his entire draft; he did make it to the finals, but that was like a little question mark. Like, why would you take Carr that early?
I'm gonna make a homer pick.
I mean, that's why you've been trash for so long.
At the quarterback position.
Messing with some Ram players.
I haven't had any Rams players. That's what pisses me off. I get mad when I don't get any Rams players. I only had Gurley that 1 year. After that, nothing.
No, you had Cup.
Yeah.
I never had Cup.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, maybe that was another league.
Ralph had Cup.
And then we got
such a waste.
Then we got Sam. Yo, honestly, Sam might mess around and be last.
Nah.
Sam has no team management.
Draft. We were talking about this. Go ahead, Orlando.
Yes. Sam drafted super good. And he was stacked at receiver. All he needed to do was make 1 or 2 trades to get a running back. He could have given away, either, a solid receiver because he was loaded at receiver, dude.
It was ridiculous.
And he would have been a problem, man. But he didn't want to trade.
That's a big thing, though. That's a big thing, though. Making trades in our league is just such shiesty business.
He's a newcomer, though. He's a newcomer, so he would have had no problem.
But one stain on you, and now it's open season all season. Like, come on,
thing
now.
Is, though, I was talking to him about trade. All I wanted was Mark Ingram from him, and I had solid offers. I had DJ Chark on the board for him, and then I was trying to maneuver to get Sammy Watkins from him as well. But it wasn't happening because he was like, I'm good at wide receiver, and I was like, shit, I'm good at running back, and I can't finesse this. So I was like, I'm gonna leave you alone. But through the weeks watching his team, like he could have been a problem also if he knew who to start.
That's
like
the other thing.
Yeah.
Like matchup wise, it was like, why would you start, this player against this defense, knowing they're the top defense? They got the Patriots this week. Why would you do that? So he had a problem in starting and sitting as well. But his drafting was like perfect.
Because when you have so many good players, like that's a good thing to have. Only if you know
matchups,
and like how to like build off of that. Like trade a player away, get depth somewhere else. Like you have depth of receiver, use it. Or else you're gonna end up screwing yourself, and like the stress is just way too stressful when you have like 4 good, like they could all have good matchups, and you just start the wrong guy or 2 of the wrong guys, and you're fucked. Like you lose your matchup. Like, I'd rather have be better at other positions, make running back position better, and then not have to deal with that headache like every week. Who to start? Because they're not on my team anymore, and I'll be okay with who I kept.
He didn't make playoffs because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you can draft. Like you don't win draft day. It's what you do within the season. That's how you win. And like that's clear as day.
That's how you get the belt, Rainsford.
Well, listen,
Take
hold
it
on.
from
I'm not
us.
gonna toot my own horn. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I had
before you start tooting it.
I had most points, and I had the best record. I was set up to win. I got fucked. So that's all I'm gonna just say.
So you have the most points and the best record, and it still amounts to an L because losers lose.
That's why winning the belt is so hard, because you need luck. It takes skill and it takes a lot of luck.
But see, that's where I'm at right now. I got a lot of skill.
You don't have a lot of skill, and you really don't have.
I got a lot of skill.
There's only one regret I had in my draft, and that was Geis in the 6th round. And that
was your only regret?
That was my only regret.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What else would you
I guess we did not learn from our mistakes.
Sir, I had
that same energy, sir.
How did
that same energy, sir?
Anyway, I had the top quarterback at one point.
Wait, did you beat me last year?
That I got in the 11th round.
Wait, did you beat me last year?
Derrick Henry and Leonard Fournette.
Did you beat me last year?
I don't remember.
You don't remember now. You don't recall.
I did.
I don't recall.
I think you took an L to me.
That's fine. Look, I only had 3 losses, so I'm okay with 2 people on the screen with me right now that gave me the L's because
Okay. Once
it is.
I'd
you
be
know,
answering. I know I'd
once
be
you know.
answering.
No, I think you also took an L from me, sir.
Nah, I think that's a false.
I think you also did.
I think that's
Desmond
hating.
undefeated against Orlando.
He is that motherfucker. He was like the one dude last year, bro, twice because he was in my division and then he knocked me out of the playoffs too, off of like
Desmond
2 points.
Oh, okay. Speaking about these divisions, what type of nonsensical division making did we do these past few years?
It was
Because the
random.
divisions they were random. They didn't look random.
I never had
Random.
Bernard or Desmond, and I think Orlando as well in the same division.
Oddly enough, you always end up in the easiest division, and
False. I did not end up in the
your
easiest.
commissioner.
No. I ended
Collusion.
up with
Orlando, would you agree?
I ended up with the champion, and then I
Could
ended
be.
up with
It could be possible.
our current champion in the league, and then 2 contenders that were in
That's
playoffs.
true. Current champion. He's talking about me. Brandon.
Accidental champion.
False. False. Definitely false.
Accidental champion.
That
All
was.
I'm gonna
It started
say-
with my draft, and then with trades and waiver wire pickups, I created the ultimate fantasy team.
Put it like this:
Oh.
we can figure out divisions earlier than the draft because I don't think that alters anything. You know what I mean? We could figure
It
that
does.
out next week if I wanted to. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
All right, let's do divisions early then.
We could do divisions early. We
So
could do
contest it.
whatever.
I'm down.
I don't care. It don't matter who's in my division because I know I'm going to stomp them the fuck out. So it
You know
doesn't
what?
matter.
This year I'm gonna track your movements, just so I
Track
can
it.
let people know how slimy you are.
Yo, all the transactions are in the log on the app, sir.
That you could see. That you're the only one that can see.
That everybody can see. Even if I change a rule, it'll come up in the transaction log. You can see it. There's no
Just
snake.
Just no one soliciting text messages. I'm soliciting communications.
Every side text message I have with you is between me and you.
Oh, that was between you and I.
It always have been.
Okay.
No,
First of all,
he sends them to me.
First of all,
He sends
you
them to
shouldn't
me.
be talking. You was giving text messages to Bernard and Gabe and Dave. You slimy scumbag. That's how you.
Hey
you
man, we gotta
all my trades.
get deals the way we get deals.
Nah, bro, you don't expose the contender like that. That's
Hey
fucked
man,
up.
hey, there's no rules in fantasy.
There isn't, but that's just
There's no
man.
rules in
Man
fantasy.
moral.
Nah,
That's
nah.
man moral. Like, how you just gonna send my text messages to another league mate?
See, this is why I probably don't win. Like, it's just bad karma.
You're a hoe.
I gotta keep my karma good this year.
Who does that?
Too slimy. Gotta keep
Scummy.
my karma good. Keep my
Nah.
karma up.
That's why you lose, because you trying to be scummy instead of worrying about your team.
So honestly, I think the reason why I did lose is team gave. Like now that they're out of the league, and I
They
don't have to
always
worry
call
about their side
Holy
things
fuckery. They're banded for life, bro. They
Yeah,
never
As they should be.
Yeah.
as they should be.
Yep.
They never coming back. They always they collude. Like they colluded the last year, the year before that, and then I just made them one team, and they still ended up finding a way to make shit a mess.
Right.
You would think that would help them. Like they have two
them.
people, like 2 heads, 2 brains to control one team and make deals. Like, and they still came in like second to last place.
Bruh,
Yeah.
they wrote me into the collusion last year. It was like 4 of us in a group chat just colluding. It was bad.
Scummy
It
exposed.
was bad.
I didn't know about that. Fucking
Hey
scumbag.
man, we operated in darkness.
Nah, that's what I'm talking about. There was too many in-link clicks and shit within the league. Like that shit is foul. Like it was Lee and Ralph that one year. Then it was fucking Gabe and Dave, and you apparently. And then
Hey, I'm not gonna mention our fourth. I'm not gonna mention our fourth, but he's still in the league.
I need to know that
He's
mask
still in the
man.
league.
Nah, he in the league?
Just know I got agents.
Probably
Nah.
Nate.
Just know I got agents.
Nah, you scummy as hell. I don't want to
Hey,
hear that.
man.
Y'all know me and Orlando be doing collusion shit. It be y'all.
Hey, you and Orlando are actually the worst colluders in the league.
False.
Mind you,
false.
you guys are on the
So
podcast right now
So false.
together, getting
Prime
all
ex- I'm gonna give you
buddy
prime
before the
example.
season.
I'm gonna give you a prime example why that is such a false statement. Last year,
Mhm.
me and Laquan had a trade set in stone, ready to go through. He's like, "Oh well, let me because the co-commissioner, let me just hit it off of Kyle." Literally 30 seconds later, Nah, man, I'm good. What the fuck? What did
Let-
Kyle say that
Nah.
made you back out of a deal? That was
It wasn't even
very
what
fair.
Kyle said.
It
I
was
already
fair.
had a counter offer.
See, but
I
that
already
sounds
Man,
that sounds
counter
like
we
some
offer.
Orlando
had
stuff.
we had the fucking shit sent, the offer sent,
That
and then
sounds
you
like your
retracted
stuff
it.
though.
Had a better counter. Oh, bro, you gonna pass
No,
up Derrick Henry? Come
no, you
on, be
hurt my
honest. You gonna
feelings. You
pass up
hurt my
Derrick Henry?
feelings.
See?
You did hurt his feelings. That's the first text we're gonna get in the group chat. Oh, nobody's trading me.
No, that was
Nobody wants to do
because
trades with
I
me.
was champion. That was because I was champion.
Nobody wants to do trades with me. My
Oh,
fingers hurt.
champion. That's what I'm gonna do right here.
Nah, bro. We all know. Like, all right, let's predict the winner then. Let's do that because we already know who coming in last. You can't say us three. Obviously, if there had to be a winner outside of us three, who do you see bringing it home?
I don't even want to put that energy out there. To be
Outside of us
honest,
three, I don't know.
Like, who is a constant contender year after year?
honestly, outside of us three, I would put JT up there.
I think, yeah, he has good in-season
Yeah,
moves. Like, he was
yeah, but
making
I've only seen him play fantasy 1 year. Like,
1 year, true. So we can't put him up there yet.
same thing with
Yeah,
Kyle, and then
you know,
the other
Kyle will
people
not
have
make
just been
playoffs.
like trash.
you know what it is. It's really hard to play fantasy multiple years in a row. Because like you make some moves and then you adjust the next year and then you adjust the following year. And then like if you have some success, now you're feeling yourself a little bit. Yeah,
Sir,
you too.
Back to
That's why
back
y'all not gonna
championship
win.
games. Back
That's
to
why y'all
back
not gonna win
championship
again.
games. That's all I'm gonna
But
say.
hey man, I
sir, I make
think
playoffs.
having new energy, I'm gonna throw Lee out there. Taking a
I got
year
him
off and
finishing
coming back.
last. I got him
I
finishing
don't I
last.
don't have Lee finishing last.
I do.
I
Nah,
say he has sus drafts, but
I
like
I'd say he's a playoff team, but I mean, truthfully, anybody can win it. Anybody. Ralph can win it.
Anybody, yeah.
Fucking Nate can fucking win it.
oh, that's
Name
not
finish.
happening. Ralph and Nate, they're 100% won't win.
Dude, Ralph
No,
would have won it last year if he made the playoffs.
that is true. If Ralph would have made playoffs, he would have killed us all. He had 200 points back-to-back weeks.
He would have
Right.
won the whole thing if he made it. So that's
Mind
why I
you,
say it's a lot of luck.
he was in last place though. So like two
No, he
weeks
wasn't
that
in
you've been
last
in last.
place. He missed the playoffs by one game. He missed
Really?
by
Yeah,
yeah.
playoffs by one game.
Dang, that's sad.
Last
That's
place
sad.
was Dave and Gave.
I think it was between you and him for that last spot.
You're right. And then I ended up losing to Kyle.
Yep.
The last spot. You notice how I put that in there? He barely made the playoffs last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like he wasn't supposed to make it.
Wow.
He was not supposed to make the playoffs, bro.
Yeah,
What?
so I mean, I could see JT. You know, I could see JT. I mean, I could see anybody winning it really, because it's like that kind of. I mean, not anybody, but I could see JT winning it if I had to pick someone out of us three.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Sam, he's up there on my list. If I had to, go outside of you saying JT, because he'll obviously be one of the guys. I'll say Sam. I
I think
mean,
Sam
Yeah, I
had a
forgot
lucky
about
draft.
Sam.
he's
Oh,
very
yeah,
calculated.
Sam's up there too.
I
Yeah,
think he
he's
had a
very.
lucky draft.
No, he didn't have a lucky
No, I
draft.
don't think he had a lucky draft. I
No.
just think he
Considering his
didn't know what to do
fantasy,
with his
he
draft.
plays fantasy.
I don't know, man.
He's in a league that I'm a commissioner in the dynasty league, and I think he won that league. I think he beat me in the championship game.
Yeah, so
Oh wow.
So
there's that.
So
so
Sam's a
he
low key heavy hitter.
yeah, so he knows his fantasy shit, and he would have been a real heavy hitter in our league. Like I said, if he would have made a couple deals and leveled out his
And matchups.
team a little bit, but he was too wide receiver heavy, and he didn't want to give up like Emmanuel Sanders for nothing.
Or Sammy Watkins.
Yeah,
Or
like bro, like
Ingram. Like,
I
do
don't
we have
know.
to go down the line? His entire team, like,
So I
Oh my,
mean, this year we have two extra players, two extra people in the league. Last year, what did we operate with? 10?
no, we
no.
had 12.
We
We
had
have two
12.
new players.
We have two new.
We had 12 last year? Not
Yeah,
counting team gave as one or
Yeah, we counted them as one.
we had 12. Technically, there was 13 people though, but we had 12 teams.
who did
Yeah.
we lose? We lost team gave.
And Roman.
Bernard
Oh, we did lose Bernard.
for good.
Wow. Wow, okay. Okay, so we're
So
still
now
operating
it's
with the same 12.
Lee, and then who was the other guy?
Lee
Nate.
and Nate coming back. and we added Kyle and JT.
That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah,
I feel like we got a solid unit right now.
solid year, solid league right now. With everybody can be competitors. We only have 2 slouches, and we already named them, Ralph and Nate. And Desmond's the question, but he's undefeated against Orlando. He did make playoffs. He made in-season moves. He made in-season moves, so it's kind of like we can't put Desmond that low anymore. He is an idiot overall.
He's a competitor.
He's a competitor. We'll put that title on Desmond. He's a competitor.
He's someone I'm gonna circle on my calendar, and I'm gonna do everything I can. I can go 1-16 or 1-13, but if I win that one game, I'll be happy.
That's crazy. I did not see that coming. So we got the rivalry with basically. Oh, my man Ransford froze. I'm like, why he can't There he is. But
technical difficulties.
But I'm glad to see there's new rivalries. I'm glad to see that we got some new faces coming. Well, not new, but faces coming back.
Yeah.
With me and Nate. They bring in some type of chaos. And I think Ransford, his rivalry with Zoe is very entertaining, I must say. But yeah, I can't wait for the season. Like, this season is going to be crazy, bro. Complete chaos. And that's what I like.
It's going to be one for the ages. I think we finally have, like everybody minus Nate and maybe Ransford. I mean, not Ransford, Ralph. Although Ralph's he's getting better because he did better than his first year. But
yeah, he's won leagues, but just not this league.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, he's got good teams in other leagues. So, but everybody is to be reckoned with. Everybody got to watch their back.
Facts. This is why I call this the Champions League, because
I'm not writing anybody off.
Right, Ransford. We were just closing up the show. What happened?
Bro, my computer died.
How your computer die, bro? Where the charger?
Bruh. Having some technical difficulties over here.
You wilding for your first appearance. This won't be your last, though. We definitely need you having appearances throughout the season because you are one hell of a character. You have slightly your own fan base. You have people laughing, people watching. So that'd be cool to see you grow your own little fan base, on your character as the Deal Man, Mr. Charts.
The Deal Man Charts. So who gave me this character? First of all, don't put me in a box. That's what we're not gonna do. You're not gonna put me in a box.
Put you in a box right now. Exactly.
Don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect me.
Pull up. Nah, but this season's going to be one hell of a season, and I can't wait to get it started, man. This is probably going to be the most exciting thing I got going on for 2020.
Oh yeah, especially the 2020 we're having right now.
Yeah,
we're having way more fun with it than we usually do at this time.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, let's close out this episode. I mean, thank you for joining, Ransford, and we'll have your rival on next week, so make sure you watch that.
No, I'm coming back next week.
The face off.
I'll be back. Keep me backstage just in case he talks too much.
Keep that laptop plugged in the wall.
Yeah, keep that laptop plugged in. Maybe we'll have you backstage. But Zoe's definitely going to be entertaining next week to have him on to talk his shit with the Fantasy Trash Talkers with me in Orlando. But yeah, thanks for coming on, my guy.
Definitely, man. Anytime.
All right, man. I'll see you. All right, guys. That was a great episode of Real Deal Fantasy HQ presented by the Fantasy Trash Talkers with my boy Orlando. And we'll be here next week to have Alonzo on to talk his shit, the response to Ransford. And yeah, you want to close that out, Orlando?
Yeah, just be good, be safe out there, people. Social distancing with the coronavirus. Hopefully this doesn't cancel our 2020 summer. I'm gonna keep my hopes up high.
Positive vibes. I got some new drip to bring out too.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know.
Only showed you a sneak.
I hope we have a 2020
Nah, we
summer,
will.
but
Just got to do it safe. Mask up and gloves up.
yeah, just be safe out there, guys, and tune in next week. We got a great episode.
Episode 3 for your ass, bitch.